You guys think I'm joking when I'm like, I know I'm really the worst YouTuber ever. No, I am like really, really bad. Okay.
What is up, Sara Squad? Welcome back to my channel, Lose Weight Sara, where I'm on a mission to lose 100 pounds my way. I wanted to check in with you guys and share my progress on my C25K journey, as well as give you a little bit of a weight loss update, because I have actually made some progress, which, you know, for me is a really big deal because I have been struggling. So if you didn't know, C25K is Couch to 5K, and my good friend Erin over at Adventures in Erin-delle, which I will link to her channel up here so you guys can go check her out, and please subscribe to her channel because she's sharing some of these insights too as we go through our Couch to 5K journey. We are using an app called 5K Runner to follow a C25K program with a goal of being able to run a 5K. I have to tell you guys, overall, I am loving it. I'm having such a good time. I'm really glad that I partnered up with Erin. It's really cool having an accountability partner so directly. So why don't we see our thoughts from last week, because Erin and I check in every Friday just to see how it's going.
And we are doing a little collaboration that we are calling hashtag slow-mo 5K sweatember. And that is part of our sweatember challenge, where we are on a journey to run a 5K slowly.
Emphasis on the slow-mo, especially for me.
100%, me too. In fact, I think, and we'll talk about this when we get into the questions that we're going to ask each other, but I was probably a lot slower than I actually thought I was. So anyway, so what we're going to do today is we're probably going to laugh a lot because that's what we do whenever Erin and I get on a call together. But we have some questions that we prepared that we're going to ask each other, and then we're going to add those into our respective videos. Definitely want to head over to one of our channels to see what the other had to say about it. So with all that being said, Erin, do you want to go first? I can ask you the questions.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yes. But I also was thinking, based on my last video, should we add a new hashtag? Slow-mo 5K jiggly swept.
Listen, don't even. I'm so proud of you. Jiggly or not, you are doing amazing out there, okay? Like amazing. So don't even go there.
Okay.
What day of training are you on? Where are you at?
Week number 5. So week number 2 and number 2, because there's 3 a week. I'm in session number 5.
So what would you say was your biggest challenge this week?
Running when it says to run. I will start when it says it, but for the minute to a half, it's hard. It's a struggle for me to do it consistently through that time. Especially going uphill, which for some reason I time it perfectly that I'm always going uphill when it says run. Today I had Nico with me. So I was pushing him in the stroller. I was like, okay, it's just me and Nico. I got to get my run in today. Let's do this. And between that and the stroller, it's an extra 50 pounds. Him in the stroller, it's extra 50 pounds. And I'm pushing that uphill while I try to run. I'm like, that was a bad choice.
Oh.
Well, because I'm just starting and I'm not at that point where I can run all the way through that time. And I can't run all the way through the time pushing an extra 50 pounds.
Yeah, no, that's really hard. That's really hard, first of all.
But so my endurance, I guess.
You did it. You did it. That's kind of the nice thing about following along with like one of these apps is like you can repeat the days. So like you can build up to that. And I know you're going to, because I've seen like how much progress you've made already, just like in the first week, which is amazing. So like, don't be hard on yourself for that, because you really did just start. So I think it's like, I really think you're doing awesome for somebody who just started. Like when I watched your video the other day and you had the clips of you running, I was like, look at her go. You would not know that you like literally just started.
That was a highlight reel, for real. Highlight reel.
So what is one thing that you would say you want to improve on moving into like the next week?
consistency with running. Every time that every time that bitch says run, I want to run. Whole time.
What was your big takeaway this week? What was one thing that like you learned?
It's again that I can do this. It's possible, and I've already been seeing an improvement from day one, and I've just done 5 runs, and that to me kind of blew my mind that I'm already doing better. My body's already feeling better. Like I see it, I feel it. The second half of that is don't trust apps. Don't.
It was so hard choosing an app, and we tried to pick the one that was like described as the most beginner friendly, but I guess only the running part is beginner friendly, not like app usage. Come on.
Beginner friendly. Yes, you can walk a whole bunch, and then everyone beginner friendly. But how far you went? Loosely termed.
I'm glad you're feeling good about it. Like I'm glad. I could tell you're proud of yourself, and I think that's even more important than me being proud of you.
Because I didn't think I ever could run, ever. It's not something I've. When they text you in school, run that mile, like.
Oh God.
I never ran a mile.
I dreaded that thing. Dreaded it because I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it.
Presidential award be damned.
Yeah.
So which day of training are you on?
I'm ill prepared. I don't know. I have to look. I'm an idiot. Oh my God. I'm telling you, you guys think I'm joking when I'm like, I know I'm really the worst YouTuber ever. No, I am like really, really bad. Okay. I skipped ahead because for those who don't know, like Erin's really just getting started. I've been running for a while. I can do like 3 laps on the track, but I've never tracked things like my time, my distance, any of that. So I'm at the lower end of like intermediate runner, I would say. So week 1 was like just ridiculously easy to me. Like it wasn't even fun. I didn't enjoy it. Let's put it that way. Cause I was just like, okay, this is like, it wasn't that long of a workout either. So I ended up having to do extra. So I skipped ahead. So I actually did week 3, day 1 yesterday. So I'm right now on week 3. I did go entirely through week 2 though, this first week, because it was a little bit more challenging.
What was your biggest challenge this week?
I think my biggest challenge was, I want to say it was the week 2, day 2 workout where it started bumping up to 1.5 minutes. And like I said, so I've never measured like my time or distance or anything like that. So for me, I was like, oh my God, 1.5 minutes. Like that sounds like a long time. How long was I going for out there on the high school track? Like, I have no idea. So I think a big part of it was like mental blockage for me, where I had this like a little bit of fear about how I was going to do.
What did you do well this week?
So I was really proud of myself because I can do all the runs. I can get through them. Like I just said, like, didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but I did it. Like I did it. And I was just like, I'm doing this. Like I can run a long time. Yeah, exactly. little pat on the back there. And I think just getting over that like fear was something that I did well.
What's one thing you want to improve on, work towards for next week?
So I would say my breathing like really needs practice. And that's one thing like I think is lacking in the app is that there are like when you run, like you really do need to be conscious of how you're breathing and your posture. And so I tend to go like down like this and, I'm running when you really need to be like kind of shoulders back a little more like front forward and breathing in and breathing out and being conscious of that. So I've got the running part down. It's the rest of it that comes with it that'll help me run better. That I know I need to work on big time.
So what did you learn this week?
For me, I just got my treadmill. So I'm kind of new to like treadmill, but it's been 100 and something degrees outside every day. And when you go to the high school track, it's a blacktop track and it's just so hot. I mean, it's like, I can't even tell. I thought I was going to, the last time that I went, and it was late at night. It was like 8:00 and it was still disgustingly hot. I thought I was going to pass out. So going from outside to the treadmill, something I realized was I was probably going really, really slow out there because I need to learn how to pace myself. So right now, like I walk at like a 3.0 mile per hour speed on the treadmill and then run at 4.1 mile per hour. So there's not like a huge difference between my walk speed and my run speed. It is a slow-mo 5K for a reason, but I think for me, and I actually made a lot of progress this week, weight loss wise too. So I think for me, I wasn't working as hard as I thought I was outside. And now I'm seeing the difference. Like I am actually working out harder on the treadmill than I was outdoors. So there's a lot of things that kind of like factor into that. And I need to learn it, right? Like just learn kind of what the difference is, because it takes more energy to move yourself forward than it does for a belt to spin under you. So it's just kind of an interesting, like, I guess, comparison of running outside versus running on the treadmill. It's just been a very different experience for me, kind of on both ends.
It's always a lot of fun catching up with Erin, and I am so proud of her progress. She's really just getting started on her running journey, and it's been amazing to see how far she's come in just a really short amount of time. So yay, Erin, you got this, we got this. It's hashtag sweatember and slow-mo 5K sweatember because we are both slow runners, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. We're doing it. The last time that I weighed in around 236 pounds, and I actually had a really great weight loss last week. I was down to 232.8, which was a, like 2.8 pound loss. That almost got me back to where I was before I went on vacation in June. I think I was down to like 231.2 or something along those lines. I apologize. I wanted to get this video ready for you guys because I've been delaying it all day. This morning, I weighed in at 233.8, so a little bit of fluctuation there, but overall for the month so far, I'm down about 3 pounds, and I think that's amazing. I'm really proud of myself. My big weight loss goal for this month, I really want to get out of the 230s, so there's still a possibility that that could happen. One thing I know that I really need to focus on is controlling my damn food intake, and I know I say this all the time, but it is a struggle for me, and I really often sit and wonder, like, what the hell is wrong with me? Why do I always want to be freaking eating? Like, why am I always thinking about food? It's really hard. And if you struggle with food intake as well, I want you to know that you are not alone. It is not easy, especially when you've been overeating probably a good percentage of your life, like I have, and just challenged by not overeating all the freaking time or thinking about food all the freaking time. It's really frustrating. But I want you to remember, and I'm saying this in a way so that I remember, is that it's gonna take time, right? Didn't gain all the extra weight in just a couple months or even a year. It's been a lifelong struggle. It's gonna be challenging to take care of it all at the same time too, and just change those habits that we've had for many years. It can't be done necessarily overnight. So give yourself grace. Don't be too hard on yourself, and just make a better choice moving on. I appreciate you so much for following along on my journey. You guys mean the world to me. I don't think I would be as successful as I have been if I didn't have your support. And if you're new to my channel, this is one of the first videos you're seeing. I appreciate you so much for showing up here and showing support by clicking that little subscribe button in the corner there. So how is your September going? Go ahead and leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Just a halfway through the month check-in, because here we are, September is halfway over. I'm super excited to get back on the live stream on Sunday. That's gonna be Caffeine and Calories at 10 a.m. Central Time. Don't miss it, right here on YouTube. It's a really great supportive community. I love, 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 love my Caffeine and Calories crew. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you so much for being on my squad, and until next time, I'll see you real soon.